Have you ever considered the possibility that a fundamental vitamin, often overlooked, could possess the dual power to help heal the metabolic chaos of diabetes, while simultaneously restoring the pristine health of your arteries? Leading vascular specialists are now highlighting a potent synergy between specific nutrients that achieve precisely this result. Vitamins that not only fine-tune glucose management, but also actively repair the fragile, delicate lining of your entire circulatory network. For too long, conventional thinking has treated high blood sugar and stiffening arteries as distinct, unrelated problems. In reality, they are deeply interconnected, forming a self-reinforcing cycle of damage. Fortunately, a targeted nutritional approach, centered on a handful of powerful micronutrients, can help restore balance to both systems. In this essential presentation, we will deeply explore the top 5 vitamins, the quiet powerhouses, that work to naturally cleanse your arteries, foster robust, healthy blood flow, and attack the core, systemic causes of diabetes. These are not fast fixes or trendy miracle pills. They are essential biological cofactors that operate silently within your cells, dramatically enhancing circulation, normalizing insulin signaling, and protecting the longevity of your heart and brain. Please stay with us until the very end, as you will discover how incorporating these key vitamins can not only dramatically reduce your personal risk of crippling heart disease and debilitating nerve damage, but also help you reclaim a profound sense of natural energy, physical stability, and confidence in your body's own capacity for self-repair. Whether you are 60, 70, or even approaching 90, your body retains an astonishing ability to heal itself when given the foundational support it requires. Let's begin. Number 1. Vitamin D, the sunlight repair catalyst. Among the many nutrients that exert profound influence over both vascular and metabolic health, vitamin D reigns as one of the most critical. It is far more than just the widely known sunshine vitamin. Structurally and functionally, vitamin D behaves like a powerful steroid hormone, modulating how your body processes sugar, handles systemic inflammation, and regulates lipid, cholesterol levels. Scientific investigations consistently demonstrate that individuals with substandard vitamin D status are significantly more predisposed to developing both type 2 diabetes and extensive arterial plaque formation. When your vitamin D levels dip, the endothelium, the crucial, single-cell lining of your blood vessels, becomes highly inflamed, and your body's insulin struggles to communicate effectively with cells. Vitamin D intervention helps interrupt this cascade by quenching that inflammation and physically strengthening the structural integrity of your arterial walls. It modulates the immune response, curtailing the microscopic, low-grade damage that initiates plaque buildup. Furthermore, it sensitizes the vital insulin receptors on your cells, making them more responsive and allowing glucose to smoothly exit the bloodstream rather than stagnating. This critical dual action, improving blood sugar control while simultaneously protecting the arteries, is what elevates vitamin D as an absolute necessity for older adults. Consider the story of Henry, a 74-year-old gentleman who had transitioned to a largely indoor life after retiring. His vitality was draining, his blood sugar metrics were climbing steadily, and his primary physician warned him about imminent diabetes. When he committed to incorporating just 15 minutes of daily midday sunlight exposure and began a consistent vitamin D supplement regimen, the shift was remarkable. Within several months, his blood sugar readings stabilized, and he reported that his legs felt lighter and less fatigued. His doctor confirmed that his inflammatory markers and cholesterol ratios had noticeably improved. This transformation was not random. It was the direct physiological result of vitamin D, restoring the foundational integrity of his circulation. While sunlight prompts the natural synthesis of vitamin D in the skin, this process becomes notoriously inefficient with age, meaning most seniors simply cannot produce adequate amounts. Consequently, many cardiovascular specialists now universally recommend maintaining robust vitamin D levels through sensible sunlight exposure, dietary intake, and strategic supplementation. Excellent sources include fatty fish like salmon and sardines, eggs, and fortified dairy products. Supplements are often vital, particularly during seasons or climates where sun exposure is minimal. But the key functional insight is this: vitamin D does not work in isolation. It acts as the necessary chaperone for calcium, ensuring that this mineral is properly absorbed and channeled into your structural bones, rather than being allowed to settle in your soft blood vessels. Without sufficient vitamin D, calcium can dangerously calcify your arteries, rendering them rigid and brittle. When vitamin D status is optimized, the calcium remains precisely where it belongs. This seemingly simple nutrient is thus directly linked to sustained vitality. When arterial passages are clear and blood sugars are harmonized, your natural energy resurfaces. Music, your cognitive function sharpens, and your body regains its capacity for self-trust. That is the profound benefit of vitamin D. It reintroduces harmony between the systemic functions that are often pulled apart by age and negligence. It's not about reversing the clock. It's about feeding your body the essential sunlight nutrient it has quietly needed all along, allowing it to heal from the inside out. Number 2, vitamin B12, the nerve and artery defender. If vitamin D functions primarily as a repair agent, vitamin B12 serves as a critical biological protector. This nutrient is often vastly underestimated yet stands as one of the most vital defenders against both advanced diabetes complications and profound arterial deterioration. B12 is essential for the healthy production of red blood cells, the integrity of your peripheral nerves, and the maintenance of the innermost lining of your arteries. A deficiency slows down circulation, compromises nerve transmission, and severely falters overall metabolism. For individuals in the aging population, particularly those over 60, music vitamin B12 deficiency is startlingly prevalent. It is often the silent, underlying factor contributing to chronic fatigue, persistent numbness, and recalcitrant blood sugar instability. Music functionally, vitamin B12 operates as a crucial shield against high levels of homocysteine, a toxic and harmful compound that accumulates when the body lacks certain B vitamins. Elevated homocysteine levels are known to stiffen arterial walls and are strongly correlated with an increased risk of heart attacks, strokes, and peripheral nerve damage. However, when B12 levels are sufficient, your body effortlessly breaks down and metabolizes homocysteine, ensuring your blood vessels remain smooth, elastic, and free-flowing. In this capacity, B12 does more than just protect circulation. It helps mitigate the agonizing nerve pain, tingling sensations, and burning discomfort that are hallmarks of diabetic neuropathy. Music, consider the compelling case of Barbara, a 79-year-old woman who endured years of chronic, heavy legs and persistent tingling in her feet. Her physician initially attributed it merely to the process of aging, but a comprehensive blood panel revealed perilously low B12 concentrations. Following 3 months of targeted B12 supplementation, her previous energy returned, the tingling dramatically eased, and her overall balance improved. Her doctor explained that restoring her B12 status allowed her nerves to initiate structural repair and significantly enhanced her blood's ability to transport oxygen efficiently. Her arteries, which had begun to demonstrate rigidity, started to recover their natural relaxation capacity. Vitamin B12 is primarily sourced from animal products such as fish, eggs, and lean meats. Consequently, many seniors, especially those with reduced appetite or who actively avoid meat, often suffer from inadequate intake. Furthermore, aging can reduce the necessary stomach acid and intrinsic factor required to efficiently absorb B12 from food. In these frequent cases, specialized delivery methods such as a sublingual, under the tongue, tablet, or injection are often recommended, as they cleverly bypass the compromised digestive system entirely. But here's why B12 is especially paramount for diabetic patients. It safeguards the myelin sheath, the protective, fatty insulation layer surrounding your nerves. Chronic hyperglycemia, high blood sugar, erodes this insulation over time, leading to nerve pain and the loss of sensation. B12 actively supports the regeneration of this process, helping to restore feeling and functional strength to the hands and feet. What is truly remarkable is the speed with which the body often responds once it finally receives this essential nutrient. Within weeks of consistent intake, individuals often report sharper mental clarity, lighter feeling limbs, and measurably improved circulation. This is not happenstance. It is fundamental cellular chemistry. For robust vascular health, think of vitamin B12 as the silent, essential engineer operating in the engine room. It doesn't demand attention, but it is singularly responsible for ensuring the entire system runs smoothly, from the smallest nerve endings to the largest primary arteries. If you are finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to acknowledge your presence. And if you haven't yet subscribed, I highly recommend you subscribe and enable notifications so you never miss our future videos. Your support is instrumental in helping us continue to create content that informs and inspires. Now let's advance. Number 3, vitamin C, the artery cleanser. Vitamin C's contribution extends far beyond its famous role in warding off common colds. It is, in fact, one of the most powerful and fundamental protective agents for your arteries. Vascular surgeons often conceptualize it as nature's internal cleaning brush because of its unique capability to fortify and repair the inner architectural walls of the entire blood vessel tree. When arteries are compromised by inflammation or coated with insidious, sticky plaque deposits, vitamin C assists in safely stripping away this buildup, allowing blood to flow with renewed ease. It is also fundamentally critical for robust collagen production, which provides the necessary structural support, flexibility, and elasticity to your arteries, veins, and microscopic capillaries. What makes vitamin C particularly invaluable for aging adults and individuals managing diabetes is its unparalleled capacity as a primary antioxidant. Every single day, your body is subjected to massive oxidative stress, tiny, corrosive chemical reactions, free radicals, that damage cellular components and compromise blood vessels. Chronically high blood sugar profoundly exacerbates this damage, causing arteries to harden and significantly restricting their ability to expand and contract. Vitamin C effectively neutralizes these harmful, reactive molecules, shielding your arteries from further corrosive harm. Over time, this mechanism not only helps prevent severe blockages but dramatically improves overall circulation to vital organs: the heart, the brain, music, and crucially, the lower extremities. Let's consider Leonard, an 82-year-old man who battled constant physical fatigue and chronically cold hands, direct symptoms of poor peripheral circulation. His physician advised him to significantly increase his vitamin C intake, both through high-quality food sources and supplementation. Leonard began meticulously consuming oranges, kiwi fruit, and colorful bell peppers daily, supplementing with a moderate vitamin C tablet after his midday meal. After just 2 months, he observed his hands and feet retaining warmth, and his general energy levels dramatically bounced back. His doctor subsequently confirmed measurable improvements in his blood pressure readings, noting that his arteries were demonstrating greater responsiveness and flexibility. The reason is biological engineering. Vitamin C is an essential cofactor in the production of nitric oxide, NO, a powerful signaling molecule that naturally relaxes and widens your blood vessels, vasodilation. This increased dilation means superior oxygenation reaches all your organs, including the heart and the critical insulin-producing pancreas. When the pancreas receives optimized blood flow, its capacity to produce and release insulin efficiently is enhanced, leading to more stable blood sugar levels. This is why vitamin C is rightly dubbed a bridge vitamin, connecting circulatory health directly with foundational metabolic health. For those managing diabetes, vitamin C also plays a preventive role against glycation, the detrimental process where excess sugar molecules bond haphazardly to arterial proteins, rendering them rigid. By actively reducing glycation, vitamin C helps keep your major arteries smooth and flexibly responsive. It is functionally like oiling the ancient hinges of your circulatory system, ensuring everything operates with renewed ease. While you can obtain abundant vitamin C from fresh produce like citrus, strawberries, broccoli, and kale, remember that it is a water-soluble vitamin that is rapidly processed and excreted by the body. Therefore, adopting a strategy of consuming smaller doses several times throughout the day is far more effective than taking one massive dose. The true beauty of this vitamin is that it doesn't merely clean, it structurally rebuilds. It restores elasticity, helps inhibit unwarranted clot formation, and even visibly improves skin tone by strengthening the underlying capillary network. When your arteries function healthily, your entire body not only feels but begins to look younger. And here is the deeper truth. Vitamin C doesn't just guarantee clear vessels. It hands you back the vitality and confidence that come from knowing your lifeblood is flowing freely again. When your circulation is open, your life's potential opens with it. Number 4. Vitamin E, the blood flow enhancer. Vitamin E has long been celebrated as one of the body's premier shields against oxidative degradation. However, what modern vascular specialists increasingly highlight is its extraordinary capacity to substantially enhance blood flow, music, and provide critical protection against pathological clot formation. Unlike many other vitamins, vitamin E interacts directly with your blood cells, maintaining their smooth contours and actively preventing them from unnecessary clumping, platelet aggregation. This anti-clotting action ensures that your circulation remains fluid and steady, significantly reducing the grave risks of heart attacks, strokes, and severe arterial blockages. As we advance in age, and especially in individuals afflicted by diabetes or high cholesterol, blood tends to become rheologically thicker and stickier. This viscous, sluggish blood flow is the root cause of cold extremities, nerve tingling, and delayed wound healing. Vitamin E acts as a natural blood thinning agent, lowering the propensity of platelets to inappropriately form clots. It also protects the inner artery walls from further oxidative assault, the exact type of molecular damage that transforms supple, healthy vessels into stiff, brittle conduits. Crucially, vitamin E strengthens the endothelium, the thin, innermost layer of your arteries responsible for signaling when they must open and close. When this endothelial layer is robust and healthy, your arteries can effortlessly relax, ensuring adequate blood supply reaches every organ, including the brain and the muscles of the legs. But when it is damaged, circulation suffers dramatically. By supporting the resilience of these essential endothelial cells, vitamin E safeguards the very structural foundation of your entire vascular apparatus. Consider the instructional example of Raymond, a 76-year-old retired teacher who was taking multiple prescriptions for circulation and cholesterol management. Despite his medications, he was perpetually tired and felt short of breath after even modest walks. His cardiologist recommended a concentrated increase in vitamin E derived from natural sources, specifically almonds, sunflower seeds, and avocados. Within several weeks, Raymond noted that ascending a flight of stairs no longer resulted in breathlessness, and his bouts of mild dizziness had subsided. His doctor later reported that his blood was flowing noticeably more freely, and his arterial health markers had improved significantly. Vitamin E is highly synergistic with vitamin C. While vitamin C cleanses and aids in rebuilding your arteries, vitamin E protects them from ongoing chemical corrosion. Together, they constitute one of nature's most effective partnerships, stabilizing blood sugar, supporting cardiac function, and preserving essential arterial elasticity. However, a little-known fact is vital. Vitamin E is not a single entity. It is a complex family of 8 compounds, comprised of tocopherols and tocotrienols, that work collectively. Most commercial supplements provide only alpha-tocopherol, but whole foods like fresh spinach, nuts, and high-quality olive oil offer the broad spectrum needed for true biological balance. For those with diabetes, vitamin E's protective role is particularly potent because it shields cell membranes from the specific damage inflicted by high sugar concentrations. When blood sugar levels remain chronically elevated, it oxidizes the fats within your bloodstream, severely damaging both nerves and arteries. Vitamin E interrupts this detrimental chain reaction before it can begin. It shields your cells from the relentless wear and tear caused by years of chronic stress, inflammation, and suboptimal diet. If you've ever wondered why some older individuals maintain radiant skin and vibrant circulation well into their 8th and 9th decades, vitamin E is frequently a key factor. It nourishes the exact same microcirculation system that feeds and sustains your skin. When blood moves unimpeded, oxygen and essential nutrients saturate every cell, and that resulting vitality is evident both internally and externally. If you are still engaged with this discussion and finding these specialized insights helpful, please comment number 4 below to confirm you are following along. And again, subscribing and hitting the notification bell ensures you don't miss our upcoming content. Your valued support empowers us to continue this mission. Let us proceed. Number 5, Vitamin K2, the calcium director. Vitamin K2 remains perhaps one of the most misunderstood, yet fundamentally critical nutrients required for enduring long-term artery health. While most people are aware that vitamin K1 is essential for blood clotting, few realize that K2 performs an entirely separate, specialized function. It rigorously keeps calcium out of the soft tissues of your arteries and actively directs it precisely where it is needed, into the mineral matrix of your bones. Without sufficient K2, calcium is permitted to accumulate freely within the blood vessels, resulting in calcification that hardens them like biological rust. This arterial ossification not only dramatically elevates the risk of cardiac events, but also makes diabetes profoundly more challenging to manage by restricting vital blood flow to the pancreas and other metabolic organs. K2 operates as the body's highly specific traffic controller for calcium. It activates specialized proteins, notably matrix GLA protein, MGP, which acts like a microscopic vacuum, sweeping excess calcium deposits away from the arterial walls and ensuring its proper deposition into the skeletal structure. This necessary process maintains the arteries in a soft, pliable state, allowing the heart to pump blood effortlessly. For older adults, this difference can be the dividing line between persistent lethargy and sustained physical strength. Consider the case of Walter, a 71-year-old who had struggled with high levels of calcium buildup in his arteries, even though he had been taking vitamin D supplements for several years. His physician decided to incorporate vitamin K2 into his daily routine, paired with his D supplement. Within a few months, subsequent diagnostic tests revealed a measurable reduction in his arterial stiffness, and his blood pressure readings had stabilized. His doctor explained that K2 had finally provided the necessary guidance to direct the calcium away from his compromised arteries and into his bones, where it could contribute positively. Here is why K2 represents such a major breakthrough for both vascular and diabetic health. It improves insulin sensitivity at the cellular level. When calcium incorrectly builds up inside soft tissue cells, it actively interferes with the fundamental mechanics of insulin function. K2 helps to remove this misplaced, excess calcium, restoring the delicate balance and allowing insulin to communicate and work far more effectively. The result is superior blood sugar regulation, optimized circulation, and stronger cardiovascular function, all driven by one quiet, yet potent, nutrient. You can source vitamin K2 from traditional foods such as natto, fermented soy, certain hard and soft cheeses, high-quality egg yolks, and organ meats, as well as grass-fed butter. Unfortunately, these traditional, nutrient-dense foods are largely missing from the modern Western diet, which contributes to the widespread deficiencies observed, particularly among seniors. Specialized supplements that strategically combine vitamin D3 and K2 have become increasingly popular among experts because they create a natural, necessary synergy. Vitamin D optimizes calcium absorption, while K2 guarantees that calcium is deposited in the correct biological location. Visualize it this way. Vitamin D opens the door for calcium to enter the body, and vitamin K2 provides the map and directions for where it must go. Without K2, calcium can wander destructively into the arteries, leading to gradual hardening. With K2, it actively strengthens your bones while safeguarding your heart. For people living with diabetes, achieving this mineral balance is paramount. Effective calcium regulation leads to better nerve function, more predictable blood sugar levels, and fewer complications related to compromised circulation. The arteries remain clean, the heart functions efficiently, and the body can recapture the harmony that aging and dietary choices once threatened to disrupt. The profound impact of vitamin K2 is less about what it adds, and more about what it effectively removes. It clears away the silent, corrosive buildup that robs your arteries of life, restoring movement and flexibility to your entire circulatory system. In doing so, it allows your blood to once again carry energy, warmth, and essential vitality to every region of your body. When contemplating your long-term health prospects, remember this powerful concept. Your arteries are not rigid, inanimate pipes. They are dynamic, living tissues capable of ongoing repair and renewal. Vitamin K2 offers them that crucial opportunity. It teaches your body how to utilize calcium wisely, protecting your health from the internal landscape outward, helping you remain vigorous and independent far into your later years. Final thoughts. If you have remained with us until this conclusion, You now possess the profound understanding that the simple, accessible vitamins found in your kitchen cabinet can be far more powerful than many conventional treatments when it comes to aggressively protecting your arteries and meticulously balancing your blood sugar. We have learned that vitamin D helps repair the inner walls of your vessels and reintroduces metabolic light into your system. Vitamin B12 meticulously guards your nerves and ensures your blood cells remain robust. Vitamin C actively cleanses and structurally strengthens the very architecture of your arteries. Vitamin E ensures the smooth, uninterrupted flow of life through your veins. And vitamin K2 expertly guides calcium away from harmful buildup and directs it toward healing bone tissue. These 5 essential nutrients do not compete. They operate in sophisticated cooperation. Together, they enable your blood to move freely, your heart to beat with greater efficiency, and your body to ultimately reclaim its natural, restorative rhythm. For older adults, the goal is not a futile attempt to turn back time. It is about intelligently working with time. Music, your body remains remarkably receptive when you provide proper nourishment. Every thoughtful meal, every consistent supplement, and every minute spent in controlled sunlight is a powerful opportunity to restore what has been worn down. You do not require expensive clinical treatments or highly complicated programs to initiate meaningful change. Start simply. Incorporate more colorful, nutrient-dense foods onto your plate. Prioritize time outdoors, and give your internal systems the foundational nutrients they are quietly craving. When your arteries are supple and your blood sugar is stable, you will begin to experience something far deeper than mere physical health. A profound sense of calm strength, enhanced mental clarity, music, and renewed confidence in the enduring resilience of your own body. Healing is rarely instantaneous, but it begins at the precise moment you commit to caring for yourself again. These vitamins are not magic. They are simply the necessary biological reminders that prompt your body to function precisely the way it was originally engineered to. Thank you sincerely for joining us for this vital discussion today. We truly value your engagement. Please take a moment to leave a comment below and share one specific insight you gained today and detail how you plan to integrate it into your daily life. Your thoughts and experiences are highly important to us, and reading your comments provides us with immense motivation and encouragement. If you found this video insightful and helpful, please take a moment to like, subscribe, music, and share it with your community. Your support ensures we can continue producing educational content designed to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we eagerly anticipate seeing you in our next video.